Va, pero si va la Emi.
No, voy al José.
No, el José no te la va a cambiar. No, cerrame la puerta, che. No, dale. No, cerrame la puerta, che. No, dale. Todas sirven.
No, acá no.
Pero yo, las que yo tengo sí.
¿Tenés ahí alguna?
Bueno, mami, anda a buscar, no, cerrame la
No
puerta.
hay, che, bueno, no me grites un poco,
Cerrame la puerta, hombre. Oh, ya empezamos mal, Julio. Opciones. Esto está fuerte, che. A ver, ahora. No, pero si mirá, se me salió de acá el puto. Esto es lo que tengo que usar. Va a haber video. Sí, auto. Salía las sombras, auto. Alto. Ah, no, alto, no auto, culeo. Cualquiera. Está todo bien. El audio, sí, 50. No sé si se escucha muy fuerte el audio, pero bueno. No, yo creo que para mí lo escucho bien. Espectacular. Sí, dificultad normal. Ah, hay una. Difícil. Normal. Le voy a poner muy difícil. ¿Cómo jugar? Ah, F1. Papu, RT. Ese tab. Abrir cuaderno, talento. Sherlock. La revista en primera y tercera. Ah. Cambiar acción, ok. Oh, shit. Atrás. Más juegos. No sé de carajo lo saqué pero bueno, vi que era de Sherlock, y dije, ya está. Más o menos. Eso para marica. Partida nueva. Formando para tus capacidades de deducción. ¿Cuál es más difícil? Así que se cae. O sea, hay un nivel difícil y encima hay otro nivel dentro del nivel. ¿Cómo es la weá? El icono de edición aparece cada... si una prueba requiere una investigación más profunda, se marcará con iconos especiales en tu cuaderno. El icono del espacio de deducción indica que algunas pistas pueden formar... Gracias. Ay, men, qué mal que se ve. ...48 horas antes. Ahora sí se ve fluido.
Oh, I do apologize. Am I disturbing you?
No, please. Do come in, Mrs.
My name is Miss Alice de Bouvier. I'm Mr. Holmes' new neighbor.
Oh, I didn't have the pleasure to... I am Dr. John Watson. Could we provide you with any assistance?
Oh, she is not the concern, Watson.
I'm... Then, what is this about?
That child standing sniffling behind her. Get rid of him, Watson.
But he is shivering with cold. And he is upset. What happened to him?
Little Tom knocked at the wrong door.
Oh, for crying out
Oh,
loud.
boy, come in. Warm yourself by the fire. Can I offer you a cup of tea, Mr. Bouvier?
Well,
It is not as though we are disturbing you-know-who. Are we?
I suppose not.
Since you are our new neighbor, it is perhaps better that you know what he's like.
You're starting to worry me.
Well, Mr. Holmes is relapsing. This illness that he has seizes him when he finds himself with nothing to do. He becomes completely asocial. And alas, this is a very difficult, medically incurable case. Now, this must stay between us.
Of course, I understand. How very sad.
But there is a cure, if only a temporary one. A thrilling inquiry. Most certainly. If he refuses this one, then his condition will worsen.
Oh, I am still here, you know. I didn't fall out of the window. Very well, then.
Las palopas, el
Thank
problema
you.
que tienes. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué te trae aquí? ¿Qué hace esto? Como cultiviste ha llorado hace poco. Palidez, malnutrición. Tiene 8 años, nací en el 87. Oh. Padres cariñosos. Eso es lo de la deducción, o sea que... En serio que... ¿Nos va a hacer esto la gilata? Ok. Lo vamos a hacer de vuelta. Nada que ver. O sea que no nos deja descubrir más cosas.
Now tell me, boy, what brings you here?
It's my father, sir. He's missing. I don't know what to do.
A ver, esto ya lo hicimos ya. ¿No? O lo va a hacer de vuelta. No.
What's his name?
George Hurst, sir.
Missing, eh? And what do the police say?
The police, they don't believe me. They say he's just abandoned me. But that's a lie.
And when was the last time you saw him?
3 weeks ago. He left for a new job. But this time, he was acting a bit strange and angry.
3 weeks? That's a long time.
Well, every day I thought he would show up. And anyway, I can look after myself.
What were you thinking? You and your father are both at risk. You should have come to me much earlier.
I was afraid. I ain't got no family, and I've got no other place to go. If our landlord finds out that Father left me, he'll throw me out on the street.
Tom, you've been very resourceful. We shall be discreet.
If only my mother was still here.
Strange. In what way?
He said to me, "Son, I'm out on a special job. Don't you dare move from here." I think something went wrong.
Very well. Your address, please, Tom.
12 Dorset Street, the first floor, door E. It's in Whitechapel, sir. But I ain't got no money to pay.
Who asked for money, Tom? Your case seems to be the very medicine I need. I'll meet you there shortly.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Ok. Diga, la desaparición del padre de Tom Rivers, registrar el número 12 de Street. Tareas. Número 3. Y Watcher Pal. Somos un investigador de verdad, loco, ojo. No, a ver qué tenemos aquí, quieto.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
Ok. Ah. Acepto que se disfraza, tío. No te creo, boludo, en serio no vamos a poder disfrazar. Dios, pero esto se mueve mucho. Muy rápido, mucho, muy rápido.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed. My analysis table. It's useful for my work. A map of London and its surroundings. Could be useful. Brave Toby, the best nose in the British Empire.
Poor child. Holmes, you should help him. Poor child. Holmes, you should help him.
También que tenemos que ir caminando hasta allá. Todavía ni me he vestido, man. No me puedo vestir. Una campera, algo. Esas huevas que están acá. de piezas, puertas acá. Una de estas tiene que ser el estuario.
Want some documents our adventures in here?
Bueno, a ver. Doctor, ve armario. Ah. De resaca. Ok. Traje de pastor. Ropa deportiva. Esto era ropa deportiva. Abrigo. Ahora sí, man. Y nos vamos. Hay más puertas, pero no puedo correr. A la chucha. Aquí nos vamos a tener que ir. Ah, ok. Oye, así se veía más rápido.
These streets are too narrow for the cab. I'll have to walk.
Dorset Street. Primer piso, letra E.
North Street. Dorset Street.
No sé ni si estoy yendo para el lado que tengo que ir. No, hasta acá no me llego. No avanzó ni nada, así así se avanza. No sé ni dónde carajo estoy yendo. Dios, no entiendo nada del juego, encima lo puse re. Lo puse difícil, boludo. Dice, Tom vive en el White Chapel número 12 de Dorset Street. Primer piso le trae el número 2. Ah, ok. Número 12.
Dorset Street.
Dorset Street. Seis, 15, 2. Primer piso. Le trae.
doctors are home, Mr. Holmes. The roof leaks all the time. Father used to fix it.
Cerrar la puerta, man, no hay que sufrir. Voy en un país pagado.
Hearst covered his bills ahead of time, thus providing Tom with security and sustenance.
My mother, sir. She died when I was very young. My father told me what she was like, but that's all I have.
I'm sorry, Tom. My mother left me when I was very young too. A collection of worn-out and second-hand books. George Hearst was providing his son with the best education that he could afford.
Father bought all those books for me. He didn't tell me, but I know that he pawned his coat for them.
So that's why you came to see me. Tom probably reads at night. So that's why you came to see me. So that's... A collection of worn-out and second-hand books. George Hearst was providing his son with the best education that he could afford.
Father bought all the...
Well, I can see the preparations for peasant soup, a clever concoction for somebody with apparently no culinary skills. Well, Food's running low. It's already 3 weeks since George Hearst's disappearance. The old Tabard pub, North Street. Glue. Probably taken from a wall.
Nada. Sí, está como... Igual le ha dado muchos libros al chaboncito.
It's too dark. I can't see anything. It's too dark. I can't see anything. It's too dark. I can't see anything. leather satchel. What's in it?
¿Qué hay, George? Sé que te resulta difícil encontrar trabajo y tienes que alimentar y vestir a tu hijo. Así que adjunto el panfleto de un pub. He oído que ahí hay un tipo que ofrece trabajos especiales, a lo mejor te es de ayuda. Eso espero, buena suerte. Un pub. Para... nada.
Just some old things. The old Tabard pub? Did you hear anything about it from your father, Tom?
My father's a regular, but he's not a drinker, sir. It's close by on North Street.
Registrar el Chucutil de Horse en el número 12 de North Street en la letra E.
Well, I can...
No hay más nada. Para ahí, donde que dijo que...
Please, sir, find my father. I hope you'll find my father soon.
Averigua más sobre el trabajo especial en el pub de Holt Tavern. Holmes sospecha que hay uno ahí cuando un niño... Holt Tavern. Panfleto. ¿Dónde está el panfleto? Esto. El 12.
Good day, Mr. Holmes.
Well, if it isn't young Wiggins. And I see you found yourself a job.
If you can call it that. I hate it. But if you've got any proper work for me...
I just might be in need of your assistance later. Wait here.
Ya sé, ni sé quién es, pero... Ahí está, otro está Purple.
I need to Earwick to find out who is offering this special job.
Arm in arm, stronger together, stronger than ever.
Bueno. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, Dios. ¿Por qué tiene que ser así?
The man who's offering that special job has a proper set of mutton chop whiskers.
Equality for the working class.
I'm glad I'm my own boss. I can complain only to myself. Or to Watson.
The child labour law sent your kids to school instead of the coal mine.
Está doloroso todo. Se fue la mierda. Oh, man, voy a estar 3 horas.
No. That fellow who's offering the special jobs, he never drinks alcohol.
No, este.
So, the man I'm looking for has whiskers and never drinks alcohol.
Vuelta de atrás. Era tremendo personcito.
No, pero esa es Elite. No. No es la misma que yo estaba viendo.
Pero bueno, estaba hablando solito.
Sí, pero esa no terminé de verla.
Es temporada nueva. Hace una semana que está.
¿De qué? Ponete en Netflix. Es más barato. Pero tengo que tener internet. La fibra óptica me sale con pero tenés cansa con cuál.
Estoy pagando más o menos 2.000 euros. Claro. Pero también depende, porque no te van a poner cualquier internet y el más caro es que. Pero creo que el de. ¿Qué?
No te metas con Movistar. Te lo digo, lo que le pasó con Movistar.
Sí lo tengo. Pero si los 300 megas son los que están en 2.000 euros. Yo tengo 300 megas. Los 100 megas están en 1.000 y algo. No puede salir tanto. Bueno, pero ponerlo con el. Ponerlo nada más que con el terreno.
no sé, yo tuve como dos años, ¿no? Que no tuve, ¿no es cierto? Yo también.
Claro,
Renunciaba y me lo volvían a
que
poner.
de cable, ahora tenemos militares.
Lo tuve como 2 o 3 años ahora. Pues me lo ofrecieron porque había sido buena clienta, me lo ofrecieron cuando yo renuncié.
Pero son muy chatas porque eso vos le dan plata con la propaganda, no montar la cosa. Esa plata se ganan con la cuota, no se lo muestran, ¿no? Ustedes sobre el fútbol, los disputables, están equivocados. Se quedarán aquí, porque son familia. ¿Entendido? Aprovechamos los
Traía queso.
que cuando se habla de vivir en el pueblo,
Mañana voy a estar por el centro, que tengo que ir a la obra social a la tarde.
sí, prohibido la obra social, no sé, para mañana. Teníamos que poner un beso uno de los otros. Se me han prohibido nada más para la gente.
No, pero tengo que ir a hacer la autorización ahora. Se la paso a la misa, que la mía tiene la... Tipo 5:30 para estar a las 6 allá en la obra social, que es a la hora de 7. Y después me voy caminando despacito hasta tu casa, hasta tu tema. Pero no estoy bien. ¿Yo cuándo te vas a llevar a Chile?
No, pero si cerraron
no, cerraron el...
No, pero si es transporte, existe.
No, han cerrado el paso, está todo cerrado, no pueden.
No, pero el transporte sí.
Recién salió en el noticiero, recién salió.
Pero los particulares no pueden ir y venir. Todo lo que se lleven, ¿cómo se llama? Que sean camiones y cosas así, eso sí no es. El payasito y el comedero.
Se mete con el puta, se mete dentro del comedero de la luna y empieza a chupar la comida de la luna. El pollo se llama... ¿Cómo es que se llama? ¿Vamos a poner el frío? Goliath. Se va a calentar el río, pero el río ya le ha puesto nombre.
Carajo. De ahí volvió.
The child labour law sent your kids to school instead of the coal mine.
Está tomando agua. Y tiene una grande patilla.
The longer the picket line, the shorter the strike.
Barba, patillas. Una bebida, agua.
This must be the man that I'm looking for.
Espera. Que de todas formas vamos a...
It's not him.
The longer the picket line, the shorter the strike.
Adelantamos el tiempo.
Interesting. A missing person. I should find out more.
Al principio de octubre, el señor Jones Stromberg desapareció de Dorr Street en circunstancias misteriosas. Si tiene información, por favor, contacte a la señora Stromberg en el número 5 de Dorr Street. Gracias por adelanto por cualquier información de ayuda. Entonces hay que ir a... el número 5 de Dorr Street. Claro, número 5. Vamos a ver la vieja.
You see that gentleman? I need you to follow him and report back to me.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
Yo de mientras voy al número 5. Ah. ¿Pero qué?
Don't lose him.
Ah, yo pensé que iba a mandar al pendejo y yo me iba a ir a ver a la vieja, loco. Esto no sirve así. ¿Y dónde está el viejo?
Whitechapel never changes. Dirt and beggars everywhere.
I don't go with this bugger everybody.
I couldn't pay the rent last week.
Pumpkin, cabbage, cheap.
They won't let me pass. I'll need to find another way.
Rich folk feed meat to their dogs.
Living costs are too much these days. My son has to work down the sewers. He's only 7.
Take a brush and get in there.
I'll be able to continue the chase if I climb up the chimney, but it's dangerous.
Stupid kid.
Please, you don't have to beat him. I'll do it. I'll clean the chimney.
Go on then.
No te creo. Va. Esos juegos.
He's still here, that's a relief.
Ay, no, no, no. What the fuck? ¿Por qué tiene que ser así, Julia?
He's still here, that's a relief.
Ya sé que por ahí no voy a ir. Ah, pero dobla. Yo no puedo ni mirar si quiere el juego, culo, estoy mirando las teclas, culo. Dale. Oh, dale. Oh, 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 oh. Dale. Qué culeo. Puta madre, ya me caigo en un... No.
shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning?
Dios mío, que...
Boy, what are you doing in my garden?
No place to hide here. We'd better go through the yard.
Hola, pues. Bueno, hace mil cagadas, huevón, para. Me estresa el segundo. Ahí está. Ok.
He's shoe shine Jim from Chamber Street. He's mute because his drunk stepfather beat him. Hey Jim, can you lend me your kit? I'm on a secret mission for Mr. Holmes.
¡Ay, no! Tengo que limpiarle las botas, joder.
Did you fall asleep? This could be useful with a small brush.
Doing?
He's talking with a cabbie. I need to get closer.
At last, the weather's good. Last week was freezing.
I'm praying it doesn't get cold again. I've no money for coal.
I can't lose him now. I've lost him.
Ah, mierda, dale.
I can't lose him now. I've lost him.
¿En serio? Que lo tengo que llegar a agarrar al...
I can't lose him now.
Sobre la pista, man. ¿Y qué es lo que pasa con el nivel de dificultad? Tampoco. Es que peleemos contra algo, pero.
Interesting. What's going on in the yard?
Bueno, entonces era el juego de Sherlock Holmes, pero bueno.
Locked.
Ok, una puerta. Se mete.
Do only 2 people live here? I wish one was me. Do only 2 people live here? I wish one was me. Bags of food. I like this house. It's too dangerous to enter. I can't see what's inside. I can't see what's inside. I can't see what's inside. Wow, a lot of expensive stuff. Ah, a coat of arms. It might help Mr. Holmes. I'll make a drawing of it. Time to report to Mr. Holmes. Let's get outside before I get caught. It's too dangerous to enter.
Bueno, no me deja entrar tampoco, ¿qué? ¿Qué más aparte?
Wow.
Eso lo vimos, casa, el escudo ya lo dibujamos.
Time to report to Mr.
Ok. Ahora sí, vamos. Menos mal que no tienen perro, cach. Potatoes. Papas. Potatoes. Cazador casado. Hostia, eso es malo. El título nomás ya te dice cagadas, O sea, hay cosas que no, Dale. Ah, puta madre.
Wigan's tale was quite unusual. What do you make of what he found, Holmes?
Examinar lo que ha traído Wiggins.
Wiggins did a good job.
Leoncito, culiao.
Holmes, we need to help poor Tom.
Brave Toby.
best nose in the British. My analysis table. It's useful for my work. That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need. That's not the one. That's not the one I need.
Arte y arquitectura, medicina, botánica, ciencias económicas.
That's not the one I. That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need.
A ver, arte y arquitectura tampoco es, ciencia económica, tecnología histórica, botánica, enciclopedias, no. Un periódico. Se crea en Londres el ejército suecio.
That's not the one I need.
Tiroteo en el proceso subterráneo, muerte de William Hamilton. Al fin de la Primera Guerra de Boer. Un sitio en el doble Bunker. Thompson condena asesinato. Oh, Dios. Investigación. Claro, marcas y emblemas. Escudos de armas. Escudo de armas de la familia Marsh. El actual representante de esta familia es Lord Edward Marsh. El conocido benefactor provee a los pobres de Whitechapel de provisiones, ropa y de abrigo, etc. Lord Marsh también es conocido como cofundador del programa de educación especial que da a los pobres la oportunidad de educarse. El número 3 de Marsh.
Here it is. So this man could be Lord Marsh. Huh. A lord who hangs around in a public house. Let's pay a visit to Lord Marsh. We'll pretend that we're interested in his charitable activities.
No vamos a disfrazar de pobre, entonces.
Mr. Holmes, you have a visitor.
Oh, just ask him to wait.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. This young lady refuses to wait for anything.
What?
Father!
Caitlin!
Miss Caitlin's boarding school was flooded. Everyone was sent home.
As if it could smell any mustier.
My word, how is it possible that you have grown up so fast?
You'll be staying. Wherever will we put you?
Holmes, I'll give her my room, of course.
What do you have to say, Kate?
You're on a new case. A respectable lady who's being blackmailed? Or is it a love story between a prince and a suffragist?
However did you guess?
You will tell me, won't you, Father?
But you'll make Watson jealous.
All right, then. Have fun. I'll go and unpack. Will you help me, Mrs. Hudson?
Ok, ya tenemos hija, empleo. Sabía. ¡Qué calor!
It's wonderful to have Kate home.
Viejo verde. Vamos. Interesado. Una obra de caridad. A ver. Así que vamos a... Sin gafas. Vaya facial. Ve al armario. Y un abrigo de marinero. Patín. Saca. De médico. Bandido. Puede ser. No, va a estar con ropa deportiva, traje informal. ¿Dónde estamos?
Holmes, about Caitlin.
Yes?
She has grown up, hasn't she? Don't you think it's time to tell her?
To tell her what, Watson?
Well, about her father.
Never. Absolutely never. Do you hear me?
Holmes, you were responsible for the death of her father. You owe her the truth. She is old enough now.
I would lose her. Can't you see that? She must never know, Watson. Is that clear?
Holmes.
It won't and can't happen.
Come in, please. Good day, gentlemen. Welcome to my home. How may I help you?
Good day to you, Lord Marsh. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
No se siente bien, déficit del sueño, bien. No sé lo que dice. Ah, perfil precario, precario y precario. La concha de tu hermana y el precario.
I hope we're not disturbing you. You are with your physician?
Yes, this is Dr. Reuben Fisher. But no, please, I'm intrigued by your visit, Mr. Holmes.
I'm glad to hear it. The last thing I'd wish is to upset the patient. Lord Marsh, can I just say that I admire all of your efforts in assisting the poor of London?
Yes. It is a war that we must fight, on our streets and now too from my home. You must surely have noticed those bags full of items, clothing and books for the unfortunate.
That is inspirational. At my own humble level, I too try my best to support those in need. I thought perhaps that I could be of some assistance.
I don't see why not. I already have the valuable assistance of Dr. Fisher, who happens to be my personal physician.
Forgive me, Lord Marsh. You're looking very pale. Might I offer Dr. Watson's assistance?
That is kind of you, but I feel confident that I can provide Lord Marsh with the care that he requires.
How long have you been like this, my lord?
I'm fine, Dr. Watson. Don't fuss. It's only influenza. I'll be better in a few days. I can feel it already.
In that case, why are you taking such powerful painkillers?
Excuse me, what do you mean?
Mr. Holmes is referring to the pills on your table.
I'm sorry, but that's a medical confidentiality.
It's curious. Your face seems familiar to me, Doctor. Oddly, I'm associating it with Whitechapel?
Well done. You are right. I do occasionally frequent a few hostelries over there, would you believe it? Not that I am a drinker. But there, dressed as a working man, I can approach the other fellows to see if they might be interested in a special job.
A special job? May I ask what you're referring to?
Certainly. Since Lord Marsh began his special education program in 1889, he foresaw that such people would need an occupation of some kind. And so, with or without education, we propose these opportunities to work with Lord Marsh. It offers the less fortunate a chance to help make London a better place.
That's remarkable.
Yes, indeed. In order to truly see, one requires vision, yes? But also insight. And Lord Marsh has believed this since he was a child.
Oh, Dr. Fisher makes it all sound so romantic. Let's close this topic.
I'm intrigued by the special education program.
A provision dealing with the paupers of Whitechapel. A provision dealing... A provision... Lord Marsh even helps hospitals. Lord Marsh, hunting with his friends.
Ah, my dear comrades, Lord Collins and Lord Harrington. If it wasn't for this godforsaken English malady, I'd be with those rapscallions right now.
All in due time, my lord.
Last year, 3 orphans were put through medical college. Last year, 3 orphans. Thanks to Lord Marsh and the special education program, a great many poor people will have a second chance in life.
Querido Lord Marsh, aquí tiene la lista de seleccionados para el programa de educación especial de octubre. Parece un acontecimiento prometedor. Lo espero con entusiasmo. Patrick Turner, Thomas Kelly, John Stromby, William Thatcher y Reginald Stoppel. No sé a quién subrayaron.
I've never heard of this man. 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 I've never heard of this man.
John Stromby.
John Strobridge. I've seen this name before. It was on a missing persons poster. I can't quite work it out. Do you have any idea as to the number of people who might owe you their lives?
Oh, don't embarrass me, Mr. Holmes. But indeed, these people have become like a family to me.
That would be a fairly large family, I imagine.
Yes, the list would be longer than any of your short stories. As for how large, well, Fisher is the one who keeps record.
Might we take a glance at the list?
I regret that is impossible. It is confidential. I stand firm upon that point, Mr. Holmes.
I quite understand. We'll most certainly send a donation towards your educational program. I shall take my leave then. I thank you both, and I wish you all the very best, gentlemen.
Likewise, Mr. Holmes. I'm gratified by your interest in my charity. You're the first who has offered to help.
Lord Marsh believes that he can help all these poor people.
Humanitarian aid for an orphanage. Bags full of food. It's closed. It's closed.
Y subir para arriba no se puede.
I'm intrigued by the special education program.
I've never seen so many provisions for the poor, and certainly not in a lord's house.
Ok, podemos abrir todas las cosas. Para mí que los llevan de esclavos. ¿Qué tengo que hacer ahora? Investigar la desaparición del padre de Tom, George Cooks. Ok, tarea. Una lista con el programa de especialidad en los que son Papu, están en el toma ¿no? Los pobres. El doctor Fisher afirmó que se había disfrazado para hacer su trabajo. El doctor en la gripe, sin embargo, su enfermedad parece más grave. Hay un paquete de analgésicos fuertes abierto en la mesa de los Marsh. Y se puede ir más para abajo.
Aid for the paupers of Lambeth World. It's extremely honourable to devote one's whole life to assisting the poor. It's shut tight.
No hay nada. Así que yo no sé qué le pasa a este que no se quiere. Ajá. Imagínate un pelotudo dando vueltas por toda tu casa. Que se iba. Mm. Ujú. No, a ver. Participante del programa de educación especial ha desaparecido. Los hechos se pueden interpretar de distintas formas. Siempre puedes cambiar la imagen. ¿Qué? Trabajo especial. Como mencionó George, tiene relación con el programa de educación especial.
Holmes, we need to help poor Tom.
My analysis table. It's useful for my work.
What can I do for you, Mr. Holmes?
Encontrar explicación, concepción del crecimiento económico del Estado, eso es el destino de la ayudar a construir esa posibilidad. Por duda alguna, pronto hablaremos de esperar una mayor calidad de vida en la Bueno, ¿y por qué tuve que ver eso?
Take it fire.
Mr. Holmes, do you have any news about my father?
Tom, not so fast. I wanted to ask you if you remember your father mentioning anything about a special education program.
An education program? No, he only talked about a special job.
What's this box, Tom?
Oh, yeah. I just found it, Mr. Holmes. It was ever so well hidden. I've no idea why.
Well done, my boy. It could prove very helpful. A ramrod to clean a rifle. Wolfjack. Looks like a military badge. This oil can also be used on weapons. Tom, does your father own a rifle?
A rifle? No. If he had, he would have shown it me.
I'm sure that he wouldn't have shown it you. I need to find this rifle.
A ver ahora.
This scrap of cloth was used to oil a firearm. Tom, does your father have any other property?
No. Well, at least I don't think so.
I have to take Toby. He'll take a sniff of the oil, and we'll find that rifle.
My mum...
I'm sorry. Well, I can see the preparations for peasant soup. A clever concoction for somebody with apparently no culinary skills. Old clothes, soiled and worn. Just some old things.
No tenemos nada. Ahora vamos a ver. Vamos a ir a buscar a Tobis. Mal su viaje. Sherlock, se los viajes.
Come on, Toby. It's time for you to earn your keep. Watson?
I prefer to visit Lord Marsh. I'm worried about the condition of his health. I prefer to visit Lord Marsh. I'm worried about the condition of his health.
A map of London and its surroundings. I have better things to do than roam the streets of London with Toby. Search, Toby, search.
Oh, nos transformamos No, no tiene ni... Y unos locos con cuchillo.
It's only a garden shed. Let's go on. What's in there? Nothing that could interest me. People use this cellar for storage. Pile of rubbish. Old things. Old things. Ordinary storage. Just rub it. Tom's photograph. Let's try to get inside.
A ver, usa las ganzúas apropiadas para levantar los pernos de la cerradura y dejar libre el espacio. Bueno, ok. Bueno, no hice nada.
Let's compare this list with the evidence that we found earlier. This is the list of selected participants for October's special education program. According to this poster, John Strobridge is missing. Let's compare them with people from Hearst documents.
Edgar Briston, Edgar Evans. 10 de octubre, Thomas Kelly.
This man appears in both documents.
William Thatcher.
All the people in Marsh's document are marked and dated in George Hurst's files. News clippings on Lords in the education program. Why are they here?
Not much. Querido Tom, si estás leyendo esta carta significa que estoy muerto. Siento muchísimo que las cosas hayan tenido que acabar así, pero no tenía elección, tienes que entenderlo. Eres un chico muy listo y estoy muy orgulloso de ti. Espero que un día lo entiendas y me perdones. Hijo mío, te quiero muchísimo. No te entristezcas, procura ser feliz, crecerás, algún día te convertirás en un hombre antes de lo que piensas. No estarás solo, tu madre y yo cuidaremos de ti desde el cielo. Tu padre te quiere.
There was something on the stand.
Una escopeta.
This case must have been full of cartridges.
Querido George, te entiendo y es muy triste, pero estoy como tú, no soy capaz de encontrar trabajo ni el más mínimo. Mi hijo no tiene nada que llevarse al agua. Cuando intento encontrar algo, los jefes me sueltan que no quieren heridos trabajando para ellos. Nuestro servicio militar no significa nada. Nuestro país nos llevó a la guerra y ahora se desentiende de nosotros. A nadie le importa. Orden. En nombre de su majestad Reina Victoria del Reino Unido de Gran Bretaña e Irlanda, yo, Frederick Russell Mayor del Ejército Unido, que el país hace extensiva su gratitud a George Hurst, un honorable soldado del Reino Unido de Gran Bretaña e Irlanda, por su valor en el servicio militar. El ejército británico le concede por la presente la medalla a la conducta distinguida y le retira el servicio debido a las heridas sufridas en el... Claro, lo han retirado pero no encontramos más nada.
This case must have been full of cartridges.
¿Y eso que te da? Me parece que el padre era un asesino.
There was something on the stand. There was a rifle here. George Hurst took it with him. There was a rifle here. George Hurst took it with him.
No, mira, casi me salto esto.
A map of Epping Forest. A map of Epping Forest.
Ve. Okay. Mhm.
Old things. People use this cellar for storage.
Siempre te quedan redormido, man. Eso es llegar a viejo.
Brave Toby, best nose in the British Empire.
Tengo que llevar perros, ¿no? A la casa. Espero que sepan utilizar.
Holmes, what are you doing here? What are you planning?
A mission of my own. You must play the role of the conscientious doctor while I sneak inside Marsh's house. That's the only way of helping little Tom.
Ajá.
The window is firmly shut.
How can I help you?
I came to visit Lord Marsh.
What for?
I would very much like to see Lord Marsh, if you please.
Mr. Holmes? What are you doing here? How can I help you?
I came to visit Lord Marsh.
What for?
I would very much like to see Lord Marsh, if you please.
Oh, you're so clumsy. Can you please not...
I have to visit Lord Marsh and offer him my services.
Fisher, please, allow Dr. Watson to enter.
Good job, Watson.
Mm-hmm.
I can hide here. I can hide here.
¿Quién dice que se quiere poner un...
Lord Marsh is a keen hunter. Lord Marsh is a keen hunter. Lord Marsh is a keen hunter.
Querido Lord March, gracias al programa de atención especial, mi vida ha cambiado por completo. No sabía cómo agradecérselo, así que recogí esta flor para usted, gracias. Querido Lord Colin, tengo claro que podremos aprender muchísimas cosas sobre la gestión del imperio de Case a los que pisoteamos. Esa misma gente a la que desahuciamos y matamos de hambre en las sombras de nuestras propias ciudades, aquí o en el extranjero, Lord Marshall. Hasta el día de hoy, según mis estimaciones, el programa de educación especial ha salvado a más de 200 individuos de la miseria y los ha elevado para que ayuden a construir y sostener los cimientos de nuestro propio imperio. Tal así, gracias a la sabiduría y la previsión de Lord March, un político sabio y progresista, ha desarrollado un gran trabajo en este campo, a la vez que ignora las críticas y la intromisión de sus arrogantes colegas tan obcecados de su modo.
I can hide here. I can hide here. I can hide here. I can hide here. I have to finish my search of the office.
Tengo que terminar de registrar el despacho.
I can hide here. I can hide here.
Bueno, pues, vale. Escondete.
I can hide here. Lord Marsh is a...
Es lo que no estoy viendo, me.
Let's see how hard to crack this safe is.
Doctor, it appears that you were impatient to pay me another visit.
Indeed. Will you allow me to examine you? A second opinion, so that the great Lord Marsh does not become the late Lord Marsh.
Well, since you put it that way, very well.
Shall I retire to your office, Lord Marsh?
No, please, Doctor. I insist that you stay. I shall need your assistance.
Will you break anything else?
I'll try my best.
Mr. Holmes? What are you doing here?
Ah. Si había que me atrapan allá, conchetumare.
Will you break anything else?
I'll try my best.
Miró la hora. A ver, rota el diagrama de la caja fuerte que localiza el punto donde el sonido confirma que la combinación es correcta. Admiro mucho a esos pobres, son una brisa de aire fresco. Hablar con ellos es todo un placer y son brillantes, no como nosotros. Y sean ellos los que hubieran debido ser nobles y nosotros simples plebeyos. Lord Harrington.
November 7th. This means that the meeting is planned for today.
Querido Lord Marshall, este número de nuestra reunión comienza en el roble de Grunstone. Adjunto un mapa para que pueda encontrar el lugar sin problemas.
I'd suggest that your current weakness is perhaps more than a simple case of influenza, Lord Marsh.
Where might your companion be, Dr. Watson?
Oh, he's busy poking his nose into other people's business, I'm sure.
My lord, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I must remind you about your meeting.
Is it already time? My apologies, Dr. Watson, but we are expected elsewhere. Might we offer you a lift?
You're going out? I'm not sure that's wise in your condition.
I value your opinion, but misery never rests, and I am needed.
Well, do please take good care of yourself, Lord Marsh. I'll send you my diagnosis, Dr. Fisher.
Thank you, Dr. Watson. Farewell.